Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk with Ozan Tulgar. So I've known Ozan for many years, and I'm very excited today to talk to him because he has a great YouTube channel, and he's sharing his perspective that I think is very wise and helpful for people who want to grow and develop themselves and just learn about life in general. So hi Ozan.
Hi, Alba.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
I wanted to ask you about your YouTube channel. How long do you have it now?
It's have been 2 years, I guess. Yeah, but I don't have so many videos, but I'm doing this 2 years.
2 years. That's great. And what keeps you motivated to continue for 2 years? That's a long time.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think my ideas should be eternal. That's why I'm doing this.
Yeah, so there are actually millions of people on YouTube who are recording their thoughts and their just videos, different types of videos. What makes your channel different? Maybe, or what kind of people you're thinking are going to be interested in your videos?
Actually, I don't care about it. I just care about. I think everyone has a dictionary, and I'm explaining my dictionary. I'm making my dictionary in this channel, and I'm making. I'm telling in the videos my subjective ideas. In this, how can I say? We are in the 2020, and I think we are losing meanings in this world. I'm 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 taking responsibility about that.
Yeah, so I understand what you mean. You want to create like a vocabulary or dictionary of your own meanings that can be also shared with other people who have similar ideas. What do you think is what are you going to do next in your maybe in the next months or so? Do you have some topics that you're going to talk about? Because I know that you're going really deep into each topic, and which topics are you thinking for the future, maybe just for the next month?
I'm gonna talk about feelings. Am I doing this video? That's why because of feelings is a sensitive topic, I think, and we don't usually we don't care about people's feelings, and we are not approaching the situation sensitive, and I'm telling in the video how much important the feelings, and it affects all of our lives. Actually, everyone knows that, but we should talk about, and I mean, if we discuss that, we can understand our variable.
Okay, okay. So we can understand that we are important or valuable.
Right.
Okay, actually, I recorded a video recently about our self-worth, or about lack of self-worth, that many people are feeling that they're not valuable. So that's connected, and I was thinking about emotions because of this video that I recorded. So I think it's very important to get in touch with your emotions and feel them, and also it's like building a vocabulary about emotions, because very often when I'm talking to my clients, I see that there is no skill like that to talk about your emotions, and they have a problem to even feel what they feel and say it. Let's say I feel doubt, or I feel embarrassed, and they don't know what they actually feel because they never look into their feelings. So it can be another problem, or it's like a step that somebody can learn how to talk about your feelings.
So you are saying they don't know exactly what their emotions. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And they don't have, when I'm asking, okay, this happened, so they just describe the situation. This happened, and I don't like it. And when I'm asked, let's say I was in the traffic and I don't like that another driver is always in front of me, and I'm yelling at that person. But when I'm asking, how do you feel about it? There's no explanation. So, or it can be a situation in relationships, but yeah, it's hard to explain for people what they felt in that moment. Yeah, so that video, I'm looking forward to listening to your video on emotions.
Me too.
Yeah. So I want to ask you some more questions about what happened before in your life, like before you started that channel. So I know you for 9 years or so, and I think you're very wise. My question, do you think that, or when did you feel that you're maybe not like other people? Because very often when we have a very different way of looking at life, and maybe like we are seeing more or thinking about like meaning and feelings and topics that are more than just the mundane life and regular everyday things like work, food, everything that is part of daily life. So very often people tell me that other people don't understand me, or I'm different. Did you ever experience that you're different when you were, let's say, you were in school? Or
Yeah, always. I felt it.
Yeah.
I think everyone's different. Everyone is unique, and that's
true.
That's not easy to understand someone.
What do you mean by that?
I mean,
it's not easy to understand anyone. Basically, it's not easy to understand another person.
Yeah, right, right. It's because it's so deep, and most of people don't understand ourselves. Themselves, yeah. I'm thinking about because I have close friends, or I'm close to my family, but they don't see what is deeply inside me. Also me. I don't know myself perfect. Maybe that's why I cannot express myself to anyone, to everyone. Maybe that's why I think like that. No one don't understand me perfect. Yeah,
it actually can be true for anyone, as you said.
Yeah, I'm not physically alone, but sometimes I feel inside of me, I feel alone.
Yeah, so
that's so sad.
No, that's okay. So I wanted to ask if you have friends who are also thinking deeply like you, and you can find common topics.
Yeah. I have friends, like two friends, and my other friends don't like thinking. We are discussing so much things, but actually, I just one of them. I express my deep inside my emotions, or my thoughts. With the other person, we talk about different things, but we like to discuss deep topics. Or
So it's not a big problem for you. It doesn't. I don't feel from what you shared. It doesn't seem like it's a big deal for you. It's just you think that everyone is different. And
that's
okay.
I think it's normal. We are however, we are living, and
We are.
and it's not a bad situation. I mean, I can handle it with time. I mean, it takes time. That's all right. That's not a big deal, actually.
So if someone comes to you and they ask you, let's say a friend or somebody just wants to know how to start becoming more self-aware and maybe start thinking about something more and develop themselves, what would you recommend them to start with?
You are asking my suggestion.
Yes.
Actually, I don't give a suggestion about to anyone because they have a everyone has a responsibilities and it's already heavy for them, and I don't uh, I don't make heavier for them to take giving responsibility. It's not a suggestion, but if we are listening our heart, it takes us what we want to gonna that. I mean,
So our hearts take us to where we want to go.
It's not so hard.
So what do you think are the biggest struggle that people have right now in the world from your perspective? What is the biggest struggle that people have?
What is the meaning of struggle?
Problem.
Okay. For all humanity.
Yes.
Empathy. Empathy. I mean, we don't. I mean, we are getting selfish. We gotta try to learn or remember how to understand each other.
Yes.
So I think this is the biggest problem.
Do you think it's easy to understand each other?
Yeah, that's not easy. That's not easy. That's why we are losing them. I think they don't want to spend time about it.
Oh, okay. They
correct?
don't want to make an effort.
Yeah, right. They don't want to make an effort, and they don't want to make time about it. That's why we are not we are stopped to doing this.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's it starts with understanding that this is important, and then if people understand it's important, they will make effort. But right now, because people think something else is important, so it's all about what we make, what we value, what we want, what we think is the most important thing. So if this survival and making money is the priority, then of course empathy and understanding is not going to be a priority. And we only can prioritize several things. We cannot. Sometimes people think that we can multitask. I don't think we are very good at multitasking. We need to. We always have just one top priority, and I think if we make understanding and empathy at least one of our top priorities, then it could be much better.
That's why we are fighting always each other. That's why we are feeling alone. That's why we can how can I say, we have psychological problems, some psychological problems born like that. There's so many things they are now come to my mind right now.
Yeah, even economic problems, because I'm also teaching economics, and then economic problems also come from the same lack of understanding or cooperation, because it's a waste of time to spend time arguing, let's say. So if somebody is every day spending, let's say, 30 minutes or an hour arguing with someone and not coming to any conclusion because they were in their ego and they were just talking with no resolution. That means they're wasted an hour, so they could spend it somehow in a better way. So it's a waste of resources and time.
I think we should we gotta teach our kids how we can understand a person. There is a class about that. There should be class about that in school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, me and my sister, we were thinking about creating a class, online class, for parents and for teachers, how to about emotional intelligence and how to raise a child who is emotionally aware and can express emotions in a healthy way, and so children can learn from their caregivers, from their parents and teachers, how to be more connected to their emotions, and then they can be just more, they would have more empathy because they don't need role models. So it's exactly what, because it all starts with kids. It starts early. Do you think your parents helped you to become more emotionally?
No, not at all.
Then how did you start to have these ideas? If it's
I observe it.
From where?
I'm that from my childhood, since my childhood to till here, I've always observed the people's emotions, what affect their emotions, and that I understand that if 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 we don't understand the other person, he or she feels deeply alone, and it's really bad. Uh, it's really bad. That's why I when I was kid, I understand it, and I become a sensitive person to all humanity.
How old do you think you were when you understood that those ideas that you need to understand someone, like you said? I mean, if you remember that, because I don't know.
Maybe 6.
Okay.
But when I was 6, I'm in the like a kindergarten school. There was so many kids. They're like the enemy for me, and and they're always fighting. And there was a girl I was falling in love to girl, and she didn't like me. Maybe the kids make me think about it. They teach me like this, like doing this. Uh, they teach me that they force me thinking myself, thinking aloneness. I mean, thinking understanding. That it's begin in here, in that.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. It's yeah. So basically, they were helping you, even though you said that they were your enemies, or like they didn't like. For some reason, there was some conflict. There was a conflict, but that conflict helped you to think about this.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah, think about
it looks bad situation, but it was a like opportunity to help me out, help me to understand people.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, it's not everyone would say the same. Like, and actually, I'm sure that not every person would react like you, because there are many reactions or many ways to see it, right? So somebody else could say, or I'm actually going to stop caring about other people, and maybe I'm going to start fighting with them also and participate in this and then they would become more selfish because of that. So and then they would say, and if somebody would ask them, why are you like this, they would say, because of those people. So yeah, there are different perspectives, and like you said in your video, and yeah, we can take these lessons and opportunities from other people.
It affects people. It affects people's difference. Not, and not everyone's the same. Maybe this is a difference of me and different the other people.
Yeah, and also it could happen. I mean, for some people it takes longer. So you were 6, and it's good. I mean, it's a great opportunity that you had that opportunity early. But then for some other person, it could take all their life to learn. And then by the end of life, hopefully they will make this basically picture for themselves and take another choice. Yeah.
I didn't think about it, by the way, before. It was a really unique video. You are so lucky to watch this.
Yeah. So I have another question. I was thinking recently about these experiences. Some people have experiences of seeing unusual experiences, like seeing light, or seeing or having potential expansion. So like kind of like enlightenment or awakening experiences. And because your perspective is so deep and I think wise and helpful to others, I wanted to ask you that question. If you are open to share, did you ever experience something like this, like unusual perspective? That it's like comes, and once upon a time it just comes to you in one day. It changes who you are, basically. So that's how people describe it in the book that I'm reading. It's just something that transforms them, an experience, but people use different words to explain what it is. So I was wondering if you experienced something like so transformational in your life that maybe that was like awakening process.
I don't think so. There wasn't a moment for me. It came from my born. I mean, this is like a faith. I don't know, destiny. I mean, it's
something that you had.
From
where you were born.
Yeah. Okay. Not there was not a magical moment for that hits me and become different person. I've been always same person actually. I didn't change completely. I wanted, but I couldn't. No,
you don't need to change, and thank you for being who you are. So I hope to see many of your videos in the future, and thank you for talking with me today.
Thank you.
I hope we can continue this conversation.
I hope. I appreciate that for this video.
Thank you.
It was really good to be here. Thank you.
Likewise. Okay, bye. Thank you everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye guys.